Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Utes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now adjusting. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
From the gun, the running back has it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The last time these two drew battle lines, it was BYU with the ethereal experience winning a close one.
And BYU took a lot of pride because they wore Utah down in that game, and they know they got to try to do that again in this one.
Yeah, and now Utah's heard about it for a whole year, and all they've thought about is payback and winning the state of Utah.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they look like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. You got to do it again today.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
BYU 7, Utah 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a man. It's Rose. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. taking it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, BYU! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Going to the running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Cobb. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Now on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Glover. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Rose. Fires left. And the ball is picked off, bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush. And that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cougar! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback.
Comes out throwing on 1st down.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Rose. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Glover. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Utes in the hurry up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in a tight window.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Line gets set, 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
BYU 21, Utah 0.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. And hey, that's a live ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now...
Touchdown, Cougars! And the stomping has commenced. Shades of the Lavelle Edwards era as BYU is flexing its muscle and building a lead.
Jim McMahon is smiling somewhere. BYU and the explosive plays offensively, that's why they're lighting up the scoreboard.
Yeah, and the Cougars always dominate the line of scrimmage. You could always count on that. But listen, in this matchup with Utah, you usually don't see Utah get dominated up front. BYU bringing that physicality.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking downfield, it's Rose. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing...
All right. I think it might be time. Yeah, it may be time. Say less, my friend. Say less. Balarete, Holmes. Balarete. Muy bien. Hicimos Vive Shalom. Que nada importa que lo pese. Leche Indres. Siete Indres atado. Indres. Oh, okay, so let's go back to that. Wait, so, okay. Let's see. Recruiting. No, I did not recruit. So get that out the way. This nigga is getting the same players I get. Don't fucking well, you don't need them. You just doing it 'cause I get on there. I know get on there. He no get on there. So that's what I hate about this game. You should who you fucking recruit. And these imbeciles get on there and try to fucking recruit with you. Sorry, pieces of shit. We're going to thank you. Acceleration. We can work on that shit, but we'll take you. Okay, we take you to. No, you're good. You're good. Let's see. Slut. Oh no, we won't take you. There's no way to fix you, so no. No, we won't take you either. I don't know why we do that. Speed, that's okay. Used to. Acceleration, 84, 84. Oh, shit. Bouncing. We got 7. Oh, what's the 4 minutes.
Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Ward. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays like we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On second down, he'll let it fly. He turns that loose down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes. Great.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out. He stopped at the 13. Hogs getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Sategna. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Green. Looking left. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Arroyo. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Canes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Miami 14, Arkansas 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on second and long from the 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And his throw is incomplete.
Brings up third down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Steps away. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And here's a fumble.
Thank you, bro. Come on, bro.
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will put total weather and we'll get started.
It's always nice to beat Alabama.
Coming out with it, it's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Corners are walked up tight. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running in between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's now second down after the short completion. To the air, it's Milroe. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting the hat on the hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know about the play play call there, guys. Third down and throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Oh, YouTuber.
To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. He's got it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the...
A YouTuber.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he's looking downfield. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Getting some heat. Smashes through. He'll pull it down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like a pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now on third down for this offense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. Going for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back.
Should I do it too?
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Here on second and short. Wants to throw. It's Milrow. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama pushing the tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Just feeds the running back. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean,
and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Alabama 14, Miami 7.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Ward. Gonna let it fly. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll throw it on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it down the left. Touchdown tie. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
He uncorks a bullet to the right.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Using his legs to buy some time. Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.